Okay, we are up and running. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We're back for the winter series after a little detour there into the Budweiser Pro Series. Back in action here for the main series that we have been bringing you guys tonight for race number 7. A whole different beast is on tap here tonight. South Boston Speedway, 4/10 of a mile. This track is tight. It is tiny. Oh my goodness, it is going to be something different for these drivers here. I'm excited to see how it's going to play out. I hope that everyone here watching is as well. Got RJ in the chat there. We know who he doesn't want to win. Just as these guys have kicked into the group qualifying session for 10 minutes, I am going to kind of go over a couple things here that is unique about this race. So, the thing about this race is that the default 100% length is 200 laps. That's it. You can easily run that in 1 hour. So, some housekeeping things to kind of cover here. The current call is that if we go caution free for the first 40 minutes, so once the clock reaches 20 minutes remaining, if a caution has not flown at all, a competition caution will come out. And thus that will hopefully get us to a point where the chance of an overrun is not possible. So the hope is that we don't have to worry about that, but it is possible. And unfortunately, there was no way to be able to go into the INI and change that, because anyone who would have had access to be able to do that, especially since we're now back using RLM servers, that would not have been possible because anyone who had access to the RLM server is not available. So basically, this race is either going to be 1 hour or 200 laps, whichever comes first. But in order to try to mitigate that, if we go caution free, which based on how this track drives is very unlikely, because we have the potential for a caution coming out if 2 cars are around or if 1 car ends up getting stuck on the racing line. So if someone spins out the corner and has to back their way up and try to get going again, I mean, at a track like this, that's going to probably result in some carnage. So the call is that will also bring out a caution, which is specific for this race. Taking a look at some other notes here. Of course, all of the rules are going to be staying the same here. Fuel window is looking to be probably about 80 to 90 laps. So at that rate, this will definitely be a 2-stop race. Pretty much guaranteed. Tire wear is definitely going to play a factor, with the fall off of about a half a second over the course of that run. So we'll see how that could shape things. And then, I'm so sorry, excuse me. And then taking a look at the current full point standings. Right now, Nick Gunther with the point lead by 2 over Ulysses Sandoval. And then you go a little ways back there to Emmanuel Hartnett, who is 9 back of the leader. Tie for 4th between Josh Mercurio and Seth Cole. Seth not here tonight. Jack Merkel is back, so he's going to be running this thing, as will Anthony McCurry. He's back in the 61 to run this thing. We've also got, let's see, we also have Allison Rodrigo coming back out. Garland Oaks going to be making an appearance here. And pretty much all the usual suspects. So 12 drivers is currently on tap for this thing as they're continuing their qualifying session. Flying solo once again tonight myself, but we'll see if any of the drivers feel so inclined, if they wreck out, have any issues, opt to retire, then they are certainly more than welcome to join in, kind of like last week. So hopefully we'll be able to make some. Hopefully we'll be able to have some fun there. But yeah, very, very short track. First time that this series has gone to this particular track. So it's going to be definitely a different challenge. I did go out there and I ran some laps myself. Boy, it is all about how you attack the corner entry, because that's where these guys are making their lap time. I was half a second off from what they were doing. I could not figure that out for the life of me. But all I know is that, yeah, the harder you dive it in there, the more that back end is just going to want to go see ya, and you'll be spinning around. So I don't know why my body has decided now is the perfect time to get the yawns. So that's annoying. Um, taking a look here, as we're just about halfway through the group qualifying. Jack Merkel is currently sitting on pole with a 14.8. Top 5 right now, all in the 14s. Definitely won't want to be Chastaining around this track because it is wall glue and it will also flip you. So that is something that I would avoid. Some other notes here, though, to fall back on. Of course, yeah, we saw Jack Merkel win at Milwaukee earlier this season. But Nick Gunther also with quite a bit of short track prowess on him. Has won before at previous races in the series at Bristol and Myrtle Beach. Both a couple of tracks that are probably the closest to this track that this series has run. So expect the 4 to be a favorite here. I'm sure the 24, though, is also going to be a favorite. So that will definitely be 2 to watch for. Dark horses, I would probably put as the 83, 61. Josh ain't no slouch, though, that's for sure. So we'll see what he can do as well. Let me just check all my audio here. Yep, all looks good there. Perfect. Making sure that we do not have the same issue that we have had multiple times. And that is me managing to somehow mute myself. That is not happening at the moment. And it can't happen unless something ridiculous takes place because I have actively disabled that. So hopefully that, oh my goodness. Just flick back to the game and see Austin LaPlante go flying. That is why you don't want to hit these walls, folks. Jack Merkel has also just extended his pole time by a couple hundredths. So he is looking good to hold on to this pole position for these final 2 minutes. Josh Mercurio currently in second. Emmanuel Hartnett, Anthony McCurry, Cody Lummis. All top 5. Goodness gracious, stop it. Top 5 all in the 14s. Alison Rodrigo in 6th with a 15.095. 11 drivers of the 12 have currently taken laps. As Ulysses Sandoval just jumped up to 6th. And it's really just a matter of how aggressive you're going to want to be at this track, with how hard you want to dive it into the corners, how much you want to kick that back end down, and if you feel like you can hold on to it. If you feel like you can hold on to it, then more power to you, because you are going to be flying. Also, take a look at some of these camera angles here. We may have just had a 13th driver join in here. We'll see if that will indeed be the case or not. Coming to the end of group qualifying here. Some other notes here, of course, with this track being so short. Pit road entry looks like it's going to be off of turn 2. So that's going to be something a little bit different.
User joined your channel.
To
Andrew.
check out, and got someone else in here, Mr.
Andrew,
Dylan.
hello.
Hello
Yes.
there.
I know I joined last minute, but I got to get a few things fixed on my end, and then we join you for the broadcast.
Oh, dude, that would be sick. Thank you so much. Yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
Absolutely.
You're a
I just
saving
want
grace.
to ask real quick. Are you live or?
I am actually.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, so I don't want to be like disrespectful.
No,
But I
you're
guess
good, man.
I'm having a thing where like saying like on Google or Google Chrome and all that the server, or not Google Chrome, Microsoft or Firefox, that the server's not found. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I've had this issue before, but I don't remember what the flip to do.
That the server isn't found.
Yeah, and remember, this is not NR. We are talking strictly like regular internet.
Oh,
Yes.
that's weird. How'd you join then? I see you got into the session.
Just had to get into NR first.
Okay, fair enough. Excuse me.
Heck,
But
I
yeah,
can't even load into Discord. That's how you know stuff's going on. I can't even load into it. Yeah, I could probably do NR if I had the track, but you get what I mean?
I mean, yeah, there's that too.
I'm getting kicked into you know where.
But yes, if all goes well, eventually, it looks like my co-host will be Dylan Young.
Yes.
Go check out his We the Coasters YouTube channel. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
I've advertised it a few times actually on this channel before.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Hey, gladly. Hey, I've been on it too, so there's that.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that would help if I pulled up the timer on my phone as well. Almost forgot about that.
It
But,
would be important.
yeah. Yep, I just saw your message there. And let me find the one from Josh here.
Yeah, I love how he tagged me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I probably joined, and now I'm having the issue where it's like, hey, guess what? The server's not working for you for regular online, so here's a big fat middle finger right now.
I guess as long as I guess as long as it eventually lets you into the game, that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of course I'll be keeping an eye on everything else here. Thank you, Blake, for letting me know my mic is actually working this time and that I have not somehow muted it. That has been a recurring theme, and I do not like it.
Here, I'm just gonna put this on here just so in case if you see it, and then like I have to do the thing where I have to restart my computer. That way you can just, if you're able to copy it off the side,
Let's see what this
because
is.
it's the link for the track.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I will keep that open in the background just in case.
Cool.
Just
I'm
for you, my
thinking.
friend, just for you.
Thank you. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to restart.
You guys are listening to the plights of the internet woes.
Technology, when it works well, it's a charm. When it doesn't work well, it kicks you in the you know where, and it's not fun.
Don't we all know about that?
Story of my life.
Hence me unmuting my audio somehow.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm probably have to restart my computer. So
Hey.
I will leave, come back, and hopefully within like a 10-15 minute span. So I may miss the beginning.
Yep, that's all right. Hey, your name's in the server, so it'll all work out.
Exactly. All right. I'll catch you on the flip side.
User
See you in a
disconnected
few.
from your channel.
Hey, even if it's for, even if we miss a part of it, I'm just glad to have another voice. Because I will admit, flying solo on these things is very difficult. Trying to keep myself from kind of overusing my voice and trying to keep things interesting. It's always much, much nicer to have someone that you can bounce back and forth with. So thank you, Dylan, at least even for making the effort. That is very, very helpful. Finishing up happy hour here. The random qualifying has put me in second place, which is hilarious. But full starting results are as follows here, as we are counting down. It is Jack Merkel, Josh Mercurio, Emmanuel Hartnett, Anthony McCurry in the top four, Cody Lamas fifth, Ulysses Sandoval, then Allison Rodrigo, Garland Oaks, Austin LaPlante, Blake Warren, and Matt McIntyre all took lap times. Of course, Nick Gunther is also going to be running. I do believe that that is all of our starters. So, as this thing winds down, the usual about dozen drivers that we've got on tap here, ready to get after it. Pit road, of course, going to be a little tricky. Trying to go from getting off the racing line to all the way down to off the exit of turn two. That'll be definitely something to keep an eye on. Like I said, about pit window being about 80 to 90 laps. And of course, if this thing gets a long green flag run, potential of running into the end of the race itself instead of the timer. So, a few different things could happen here. It's just a matter of waiting to find out as we have kicked it to the race session.
To your cars.
I will get on and off track myself. And let's get you guys some live pictures finally after I think I really should just set the start time of these streams to like 8:45 instead of 8:30. And here we are. South Boston. Of course, these guys are going to take a lap to just get themselves sorted out. The track is nice and relatively wide, but at the same time, it's going to be a challenge. And we'll see what's going to shake up here. So it is 24 and 11, the 83 and the 61, then the 48, the 96, the 5. One getting sorted out here. Twelve drivers. They're coming around. Clock has started a little bit prematurely, as you will see up in the top side of your screen, top right. And we are officially underway now. And already it sounds like we got a spinner, and it's the 48. 61 is also around. I think we may have an insta caution here. And indeed we do. Well, that just helped the lap count issue. But yeah, I'm going to expect a lot of challenge for these drivers here. The back ends are very loose. But at the same time, you have to be aggressive in order to make lap time. The only issue, of course, is just going to be tire wear. It was Austin LaPlante that went around here initially. So this is the initial start. Gets to the inside of Garland Oaks. Actually, he actually hit the inside wall. Just turned in too hard. And then we had two cars around there as Garland Oaks couldn't quite save it. Blake Warren got a little bit of a piece of it. As oh goodness, this did Matt McIntyre. Boy, McIntyre got claymored by the 84 there. If you get that joke, then credit to you. Seeing some strategy here already. Jack Merkel opting to forfeit the lead in favor of some fresh rubber after only a lap. That'll be an interesting play there. He's going to be at the rear. New leader is going to be Emmanuel Hartnett, followed by Josh Mercurio. Then the 6148, and then the 5 and 96 are going to be the front four rows here for this restart. So far this season, 6 races, 5 different winners. Jack Merkel being the only multi-time winner at Atlanta and Milwaukee. Nick Gunther, of course, got his first win of the season. Long overdue first win at Chicagoland last week. As we get back going here, Emmanuel Hartnett certainly looking to become the next multi-time winner on the season. His lone win at Charlotte. Mercurio winless so far. Anthony Mercurio, of course, won the season opener at Fontana. And then Cody Lamas won it at Daytona. As here we go for the race lead. Pair of Toyotas going at it. Mercurio able to get to the inside. And looks like we'll clear. And new leader there for the head adamant himself, driver number 11. Hartnett looks like he might be trying to save his stuff a little bit here. So he got some smoke there in turn 4. Looks like it may have been the 67 again. The yellow flag is back out, actually. I see it looks like maybe some more trouble. Merkel's off the pace. Let's have a look. See what may have brought out caution number 2. And yep, definitely had 2 cars going around here. Merkel trying to make up ground. And is actually going to get help from the 67. And as they were trying to gather it back up, the 67 ended up spinning out as well. What the? Okay, I did not, I did not know that that was a thing that could happen. So I had my controller plugged in because I was running laps, and I just bumped the joystick, and I closed NR. No, that's okay. I did not know that that was a thing. It's always something, isn't it? Good Lord. So, apologies to everyone. Oh. First it's the mute button problem, and then it's this. Jiminy Christmas. Alright, we're going green here, it looks like. Or no. Nope, no we're not. Okay, good. Alright, we're back in. We're all good. That was embarrassing. I literally bumped the joystick. It's a PS3 controller, and I bumped the joystick, and I guess if you push the joystick down, it closes whatever window you're in. So, good to know. I have now moved my controller very far away from me. And this is why Blaine, Joe, and Seth make the big bucks. Josh Mercurio and Anthony Mercurio on the front row here. Mercurio with the jump. Green flag back out. Only 7 minutes into this race. 14 laps complete. Mercurio looking to try to get to the inside. We saw him being aggressive at Martinsville in the Budweiser Series 2 days ago. And of course, he was on the defensive. This time he's on the offensive. And these two were side by side throughout most of that race. Cody Lamas now hit up here in 3rd, although he's about to be pressured by the 4. No surprise to see Nick Gunther moving up here, but Lamas is not going to let him have it easy. Kind of chops him off there, just taking his line. Allison Rodrigo with the 5 truck in 5th place at the moment. Josh Mercurio, though, 1-1 in P1. Caution back out, it looks like. Yes. Trouble in turn 2. Looks like it may have been McIntyre. Possibly Blake Warren as well. Let's see. Oh, it's actually Ulysses Sandoval that's going to be involved in this one. Slowed up a little more than the 738 was expecting, and then around they went. 8 did get involved as well. That is 2 cars around, and that is the yellow flag. This track is a beast. Try to keep it going on, so. The road speed appears to be 40 miles an hour. What's funny is that they're actually going faster than the cars on track here, so they're actually going to jump them in scoring, so that's kind of funny. Get back to live shot here. Few drivers opt into pit. Front runners staying out. Right now it is the 1161 and 4. So Cody Lamas has come down pit road. And indeed he did. So relinquishing P3. That will give that spot now to Nick Gunther. Rodrigo and Hartnett will be the top 5 here. Austin LaPlante now going to be up in 6th place. The Purple Ally machine, the 84. This is a unique scheme. I think it's just because it doesn't have a roof number. It really ain't bad. It does look very nice. And of course you got Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon side by side there. And the old Levine family racing colors there for Hartnett. Going around to resume here. Another great jump there for the 11. I think TV2 here is just one continuous shot. But it's a great shot too, though. And another great shot, though. You got spectator camera here. As everyone's getting through this treacherous 4/10 of a mile track, as Sandoval getting sideways actually saved it off of the inside wall. Wanted for Jack Merkel there to try to make up some ground. Front 4, though, getting a little spread out here. Sandoval trying to get the move done here on the 84 of LaPlante. Jack Merkel looking on. As they both get by the 84. Checking back up front here. All about the same right now. These guys using the lower line there, trying to get underneath the yellow line a little bit, trying to get these things to turn. There's not a whole lot of difference in banking there. Very, very slight, as I think LaPlante may have actually just clipped that inside wall. That's a fine line you take when you start getting that low on the track. But still 1161, 483, and 5. Up here in the top 5. Cody Lamas up to 6th. One of the first drivers who pitted. Got some trouble there in turn 4. Blake Warren has put it on the pit road. Caution back out. Looks like it may have involved the 67 and the 730H once again. Challenging night here for
User joined your channel.
a few of these guys. Is that Mr. D. Young who's back in here?
Yes. And
Alrighty.
actually, it looks like the thing session got restored. So it looks like I downloaded the track. So yay. Yay.
All good? All right, awesome.
That'll be in shortly.
Sounds good. Yep, we just had another caution here. Blake Warren spun around. Garland Oaks not able to avoid him. Also ended up spinning out.
Sounds like I haven't missed much.
And
What is this, a Maverick race?
it's been you can't say that. You can't say that.
No, that's cursed. That's cursed imagery there. I mean, we are in a short track after all. So, I mean, good.
I mean, this track
We can't.
is a brute. I drove it myself in practice. It's a brute. It's insane.
Yeah. The track's definitely a lot of grip for sure on the short track. It's not banked. It's not a straight line. It definitely has a little bit of banking, but at the same time, it definitely is not an easy track, though. It's definitely a lot of skill.
Yeah, a skill that I don't have.
Same here, brother. That's why I'm not racing.
Hey, that's why I'm up here. I ran those laps and I was like, all right, that's enough.
I can do Richmond, I can do Bristol, but South Boston, no.
Bristol's getting iffy for me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, any
But
short
yeah, you
track
can
for
see,
that
I
matter.
mean, South Boston and Bristol, they are kind of similar, but the only difference is that Bristol is obviously a much more heavy banking, whereas South Boston is just kind of like a light banking, kind of like a North Wilkesboro in a way, kind of. Not 100%, but very similar, though.
Yeah, it's like I think the banking is like somewhere in the middle between the two, as
Yeah,
far as
I
Bristol
would
and
say
Wilkesboro.
so.
But where the challenge is that it's like you're turning way more than you're going down these straightaways,
Oh, easily.
and that just makes it all that much more brutal.
Yeah,
And
that's why whenever you get ready for a track like that, you have to be heavily prepared on the brake zones. Your braking is probably going to be the way to help you win that race.
braking zones and how you approach the corner entry. But
Brake-friendly track for sure.
we got the 11 and 61 up here. Going to be front row once again. 483 and then 48 is now going to be P5. As Rodrigo opted to pit that time around. Coming around to start the 33rd lap. 46 minutes remaining. Back underway. Once again, the 11 going to get the jump on the 61. Side by side. Gunther and Hartnett. 4 with the preferred lane is going to be able to take that spot. But now here comes the 48 trying to pounce as well. That outside lane, not where you want to be on these restarts. Until you can at least get things going a little bit. Merkel trying to make up some ground himself. But, yeah, I kind of called him a dark horse, but Mercurio has been doing a great job. He's been leading most of the way so far, ever since he's been able to take the lead here, and has held on to it, has opted not to pit most of these cautions. Some of the other drivers have, so that's what's been able to keep him up here. The 61's pretty much doing the same thing, just running second place right now. And after starting in the back, our number 4, looking pretty racy, trying to fend off the 48 at the moment, and we are back under yellow. 67. And maybe the 96. Oh boy. Yep, multi-car. Whoa, something weird happened to Garland there. He lost the back end, and with how short the straightaways are, he had like no time to recover. 96 did get involved in that. Hence the multi-car, and hence the caution. Let me know once you're in the server then.
I'm in, but I'm loading the data, so I'm like almost there.
Okay, no worries.
It's just in. It will not be a solo commentating battle. It'll be who can we think of for dual commentary that's out there in the world? But we can't be too realistic. I mean, I gotta be professional.
It's
I
a
don't
good thing
know.
you lagged out there for a second because I think I know what you said.
Good. The one time the lag works to the favor.
It bleeped you is what happened.
No punishment. You can't say the S word.
Hey, I mean, Cody Lamas dropped the F-bomb on his during his winner's interview.
What the flip?
I mean, in
There,
all
flip.
fair,
Flip is not a bad word there.
do a flip.
Yeah, right. Do a flip.
I mean, in all fairness, I mean, I'm not too serious about this. I mean, as long as we keep it PG and there's no bias. That's really my only ground rules for co-commentators. Otherwise, we just have some fun.
Oh, of course. Oh, we're just waiting for someone to nail the pit wall. Then one of us is going to yell WTF in the process. I mean, it
Well,
is possible. I mean, the barrels are on this one, right?
yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, then
I definitely saw Jack hit them in qualifying.
then we can make it work.
Oh, it'll work. You also missed me making a WWE joke.
Oh, dang it. Sucks.
Whoa, McCurry, a little sideways there on that restart. But the 11 is going to clear. 61 though under threat from the 4. And still side by side here off of turn number 4. Ooh, that's tight racing there, but Merkel back up to 4th. No surprise. See him getting up here. McCurry doing a great job of trying to hold his own here on the outside lane. Credit to him. Ooh, he's kicking it sideways there. But he will unfortunately have to relinquish that spot. May lose another. And that will be back to 4th place. And now the two heavy hitters that we had mentioned at the beginning, they are now 2nd and 3rd. And I don't think Mercurio wanted to see that in his mirror. You still loading?
Yeah, I'm still loading.
I think you need a new computer is what you need.
New soul.
Field awfully tight, bunched up right now here. First through about 5th or 6th. Yellow, yellow once again. I hate to keep putting the spotlight on these guys, but it's a 738 and the 67 again. Oh dear. What happened this time? I hate to word it that way, but it was Garland getting into Matt there. He claymored him once again. See, there we go. There's the joke. What, you don't get it?
Oh no, I got it. I'm getting stuff loaded in, so I'm like trying to get the ear rape kicking in.
You're trying to, oh. Oh, yeah,
Like
like all the.
I caught it, but like I got the audio ear rape of like the crowd like getting themselves ready there.
Oh, yeah. There's one spot here, and I think y'all can hear it on stream right now. There's one
That's the
spot
thing.
here
Like
in
when you fully
turn
load,
1.
you can hear it. It's like loud.
Yeah. One way that we'll get rid of that pretty quickly is if you go to TV2 once you do load in.
Oh yeah.
But there is that at least.
I'll let you know when I'm able to see the footage, and then join you from there.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait, what about that duo from ESPN like back in the day? Can't think of it, but like in the '90s.
Oh, geez.
I know. I'm
Uh,
trying to hit memory banks.
are we talking NASCAR or something else?
Yeah, NASCAR.
It is NASCAR. Oh gosh,
There was like a duo
you're
like.
going too far back for me.
Oh no. I'm getting too old. Well, to be fair, I never watched ESPN in the '90s. I wasn't watching NASCAR at the time. I was still like young lad that hasn't witnessed what NASCAR is like at that time.
I was born in '98, so.
Damn, you young.
How old are you?
95. I'm gonna be 30 next year.
Oh dang.
Like I'm
Well, hey,
old, but I'm not that
young
old.
at heart. That's what matters. Is we're back to green
Yeah,
flag racing.
I know it's ironic because I'm young and my last name is Young. So.
Well, that's gonna be really ironic when you're 80.
Oh,
Oh,
I
hurt
know.
nets. Ooh, saved it somehow. Golly, I thought that thing was getting kicked around there. But holding on to third place ahead of Rodrigo and LaPlante now up to P5, although he's under threat also from the 24. Sliding up the track. Oh, sliding. There's a spin from the 8. That was a nice little 720 that he did there. And I think he was the only one involved, so we should still be green here. And indeed we are. Yeah, I think the 200 lap concern is out the window at this point. Got 38 minutes remaining, 53 laps complete. And Mercurio trying to fend off Nick Gunther. Mercurio still looking for his first win of the season. Gunther looking to go 2 in a row. Marco getting by Nelson Rodrigo there up to P4. Now trying to hunt down the 83. Still got the top 5 pretty much relatively on top of each other. Ulysses Sandoval lurking in the wings though. In P6. Anthony McCurry back in 7th. A little ways back. Thank you, Blake. Oh no! Boy, he came back to live shot just in time to see Josh Mercurio nearly get spun out from the race lead. I am such an amateur, it hurts.
All right, I'm just about ready, so I will be like right there with you there.
Not a problem, man.
It feels like it'll take eons to load.
I will admit, if I were in your shoes, knowing what I'm used to, I would be crying right now.
With the way how everything's trying to connect now. Okay. Oh man, Matt's having issues. He's in the wall there, so.
McIntyre trying to keep it out of the way
no,
there.
look
That's
out.
gonna get ugly, and they all keep it out of the way somehow.
Yeah, he's all the way in the high line, and the leaders, they're just trying to get around him, and I don't blame him. I mean, it's tough when you're a lap car trying to just navigate the best you can, but you know you got lead lap cars coming, man. You just hope and pray they don't run into you, man. So I can understand, relate what's going on there with Anthony and the rest, but looks like the 24, Jack Merkel, he's trying to get up there past Nick Gunther for the second position, but just, man, he's just trying really hard to dive in there, but every time he tries to dive in, he loses a little bit of ground there, and then Emmanuel Harnet's right behind him there trying to get ready for that move.
Oh, yeah. And I will admit, it definitely looks like the 4 is trying to be a bit patient with the 11. I can tell he's probably a bit faster. But Mercurio's doing a great job of just running his race and running his line, even after getting bumped into just a moment ago from the 4. But everyone's keeping it straight. Looks like we had another spin.
Oh, Hartnett took that corner a little too hard there and got in that wall a little bit there.
Thankfully, moderate damage on a short track shouldn't bother you that bad, or shouldn't cause many issues.
No, and you want to make sure, like, the low line obviously is the line you want to be on. So you can see with Nick, he's trying to really find a way to get in there, but oh, Jack's got a really good run, but here comes Nick inside. Open the
Oh,
door. Oh, wow, Mercurio just
oh,
shut the door, but open up a little bit. Here comes Nick for the lead.
yeah, I think he may have tried to overdrive it there a little bit.
Oh, look
And
at,
that's a
I believe
caution.
caution.
Caution is out.
Could be for Blake or Garland, I'm guessing, because.
That might be what it's looking like. We'll see what we got. I will remember it hit number 1 this time. Thank you, Blake, again for saving my butt. Ugh, it's embarrassing. To sum it up, I apparently did not hit the button to go to the live picture.
Uh-oh.
So all they saw was the placeholder. I'm trying to find where the spin is. This is going to be a little tricky. Let's see. Maybe a delayed caution here? That's my guess.
Possibly.
I'm not.
But everyone else is coming down pit road, though, so everyone's going to take some tires. And, man, if it wasn't for that caution, I guarantee you Nick would have probably had that opportunity to go for that lead there.
Yeah, it's true. I
Like,
agree with
he
Blake.
had a good run, too, because it's hard to really say that you can get a good run on the inside line and actually make a move. He did
Yeah.
that without making any contact from what it looked like there. And oh wow, Jack Merkel beat off Mercury on pit road.
Oh, here we go. All right. That is going to be one tough truck to pass.
Nick Gunther stayed out.
He
So
has stayed out. Okay, interesting. I agree
yeah.
with Blake. I need to get a second screen. That's a bit of a problem when you're on a laptop, but
Oh, and looks like
and shenanigans
He's having some fun there with Emmanuel there, but I mean,
as usual.
sometimes you got to blow off a little bit of steam, so have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. These guys have been racing with each other enough. They always have a good
Oh
time with
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Blake
what
is
is he
pulling into
parking?
the rear of the field. It looks like. Yep.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting way to do it, but
I was gonna
I
say,
guess that's
Blake,
how
I'll
it
have
is.
you join in here so that you could save my butt, just like you have so many times with the
You're
audio
right.
and now the screen thing. But yes, I mean, I'm gonna hit the one
Now,
key like 5 times. There we go.
right. So it looks like Matt got himself on the lead lap, so he's on the tail end of the field here. So now 11 cars are on the lead lap, and Blake is the only car lap down as of this moment.
2 laps down currently. Nick
Two laps
Gunther.
is 2 laps to stay on my end, but it looks like we have gotten the one to go. I'm guessing because they have double up, so we're about ready to go green here.
I do believe so. 32 minutes remaining here. Got 70 laps complete. And the two heavy hitters are now on the front row. What's this going to mean? And these two, it's from a different series, but we saw it 2 days ago. They may have a little bit of beef, shall we say. But
Quote
we are back
unquote
to
beef.
racing here.
Quote
What was
unquote
that?
beef. Quote
Cold
unquote
beef?
beef. Well, I
Well,
mean, I have to give Nick a lot of credit. Within the last few years, he has had like some of the best I've ever seen racing. Like I've raced with him for quite some time, and I feel like the last few years he has really stepped up his game and has really proved his worth there. And ooh, Vaquero got a little wiggly off the corner there, but together. But back to what I was saying with Nick, he's definitely done a fantastic job really revitalizing himself, and he's really been showing that week after week, race after race. And no matter the league, he has really just absolutely just changed his way of racing. It's unbelievable what he's been able to do there.
he is definitely I would say, one of the elites as far as his driving ability, and
Oh, absolutely.
especially at these short tracks. I mean, pretty much any track that you go to, but man, you put him on these short tracks, he is one tough customer to beat here.
I would
Jack
say
is,
he's very underrated.
oh yeah, Jack is definitely in that same zip code, but
Yeah, Jack's had a lot of experience. I mean, he's been around with oh, I think I heard a spin.
oh, it looks like
Oh
Blake
yeah, there
again.
is. It's Matt McIntyre and Blake Warren, and he almost hit the tires.
Oof. Blake is
And that is
that's
gonna
three drivers that are not having a good time.
no. And I don't think that brought out the caution. So,
It has not.
and Blake Warren on pit road, so another lap down for him.
Yeah, probably another couple here. But man, Mercurio though. I mean, I keep saying the heavy hitters are the 4 and the 24. Josh has been really, really on his game here. He's been right on it with these guys, doing a great job. He's about to get into the 4 at this rate.
I
But
would not be surprised if Jack would make a move toward the end where he bumps Mercurio, bumps into Nick, and then he somehow wins the race. It would not surprise me. Not saying like it's a bad thing, but it's like, if you come for a move like that, I mean, do you blame that
oh,
situation? Like not really.
you got a
Speaking of
little
Jack, oh,
squirrely
he
right there.
apparently gave a shot to Mercurio there. Thought he was
Yeah,
going to do it, but he backed off though.
Mercurio got a little squirrely there. They nearly gave the run to the 24, but they're able to all keep it straight for now. But oh
Luis is
yeah,
starting to
it's
struggle a bit.
as you were saying though. I mean, it's short. It's a short track, so the bump and run. You just try to get the guy a little bit loose. It's a little harder to do in NR versus real life, but
Yeah, right.
it can be done, and it can be done cleanly. So it's just a matter
Blake
of if you
Ward back
feel
on pit
like,
road again, by the way. So he is exiting pit road as we speak. But yeah, he's having a lot of bad luck here tonight.
yeah, yeah. There's a few drivers that I think are ready for this 28 minutes 48 seconds to
I'll
finish.
tell you what. I'll tell you what, man. It's been a 3-truck horse in this main battle, but look who's starting to show up here: Manuel Hardnett and Anthony McCurry right now. So top 5 are literally within a blanket right now, but I guarantee if you're the top 3, I know deep down you don't want to let drivers in the 4th and 5th position try to take your spot, but you're going to have to make a move at some point in time. And, I guarantee you bumpers are going to be used a lot more coming up here. And I would not
Oh,
be surprised to
oh
see that.
dear. Matt McIntyre is in trouble off turn 2.
Speaking of 4th, Anthony McCurry's going to get the 4th spot from Emmanuel Hartnett.
That
Oh,
was a bit,
yeah. Oh, he's in a very bad spot. Look out.
he's still sitting there. He's still sitting there.
I think he's. Oh, my God. I thought Cody was going to hit him.
Oh, someone's around, and it's Mercurio.
Oh, no. 2nd place. And
I,
Jack Merkel.
I think Jack got into him.
Matt
He's
is
still
still sitting
green.
there.
We're
I
still
don't know, but.
green for now.
Oh, somebody.
Oh, Blake just hit him.
Oh, my God. No, that was Mercurio. Mercurio hit him. Or Mercurio hit Blake Warren, rather. But what is Matt doing? He's sitting there still.
Yeah, they've got to throw the yellow at this point. Nick Gunther is the leader, and
that's why, because he's trapped. He can't get out.
is he stuck in the wall?
No, like he wanted to get out, but like everyone's all there. So,
He's just in no man's land.
well, I mean, here's the
Boy,
problem with a track like this or Bristol, because the walls are so close and you're sent around. If you're trying to turn your car around, there's traffic that's going to keep showing up left and right. And Matt, unfortunately, he got trapped on that right by the wall, because if he wanted to come down, he would go down right in front of the leaders. And the last thing you want to do is take out, anyone else in the process. That's the last thing you want to do. But obviously, there's no turn signals in those things. You can't wave an arm out. You just got to hope for the best. And he
yeah.
just got trapped.
And we just watched the replay back of Mercurio getting spun out. Yep, just mistimed the braking was the 24 and was just too close to him. And pretty much as soon as the 11 started to let off, that was that. Wow.
Yeah, and I said it too. Bumpers are going to be used. So,
I
yeah,
don't think he meant to quite use it like that, but
no.
yeah, I
And
mean
he
it
gave
was
him a
inevitable.
shot to him too. He gave him a shot too.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional. I think that was just
No,
misjudging
and
a braking zone.
I mean, I've known Jack for a while, and oh God, Blake Warren absolutely just ran into Mercurio too. But yeah, I've known Jack for a while, and I don't think that would be intentional. I mean, I've seen what intentional is, and that was not intentional. That was
I mean, especially when you're
it's
spinning
just
out the lead end.
yeah. That's what you call unfortunate circumstances. That's literally what it is.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting because after that little deal, Nick Gunther opted to pit. Emmanuel Hartnett did not, and he is now the
Yeah,
leader.
that's a bold move by Emmanuel, and I wonder what the tire wear could be like for a track like this. I mean, I really don't know what to expect. Right now, it's Hartnett and McCurry in the front row, and then Gunther and Lamas in row 2. We're about ready to go back underway. Cody just gave a shot to Anthony, but
Whoa!
not enough. And Cody, man, ran the high line. Look at
Oh!
McCurry. Oh,
Oh!
contact.
Hold on to
Wow.
it somehow. Golly, that was a great driving
If
job right
McCurry
there.
can get that 2nd place off Nick Gunther, I will be amazed.
Yeah, racing
Oh,
Nick getting
wow.
on
And
the
Gunther gave a
outside, but he
shot to
might
Emmanuel
do
Hartnett.
it!
He got it. Oh, a little too
No.
hard on the throttle, though.
He's to the outside, though, for the race lead. He's sliding it.
Look at
These guys
this.
are driving the wheels off these things.
Look at McCurry on the high line.
Oh!
Oh,
Nearly a
contact.
hit there. He's going to
I heard a
spin it.
spin. It's the 5 of Alistair Rodrigo. Oh, the car upside down. It's Blake Warren in the 8.
That'll be a yellow. And just like that, Nick Gunther took the
Wow.
lead coming to the yellow.
How in the world did he get the lead?
I think we're going to want to look at that move first.
Well, I
And then
gotta
we'll look
give
at the
props
flip.
to Anthony McCurry, man. Holy cow, he was a man on a mission. And good news for Joshua Mercurio after what happened the last caution. He'll be back on the lead lap.
So looking at this here, the 61 got a little loose. That's what allowed the 4 to get underneath him. And then he was able to get his nose under the 83 and just powered on through.
Yeah,
So
I'm
2
pretty sure with
moves on one lap.
Hartnett, when he stayed out, those tires definitely had locked up for sure, and the wear and tear and the heat really kicked in there. So obviously you can't really turn the corners well when your tires are already threaded, and that's just unfortunate there. But I like the gutsy call that he did, but just in the end, it did not work out there.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it did not.
Blake spun out by himself too, by the way. See.
Oh
Oh
dear.
yeah, I could tell Garland just got into Rodrigo there, and oh
Yeah,
wow, Jack Merkel was the one that got Blake Warren to flip over.
yeah, they were all just way too tight there, and the wall said, "See you later." And then yeah, he just
I'll tell you what, from
Blake Warren is not having fun.
no, and the funny thing too is he got loose off turn 4 and he just nosed it into the wall. So you know, there's guys who are having good days, like the leaders up in the front. There's guys who's having bad days, and then there's Blake Warren. Poor,
I think
poor
that's
bastard.
unfortunately an accurate statement. Uh, he's too busy worrying about if my stream is doing okay.
And look whose fault this is. That's why he's in the last position. Well, he was in the last position, but Matt McIntyre is now 4 laps down, and Blake is 3. But I think the 8 went down pit road again, so I think it will be Matt McIntyre ahead of him. But that's probably the reason why he's multiple laps down. AK, watch the race, dang it! Don't see Brad Keselowski doing that.
Like I
But
said,
we're about ready to go back to green flag racing here as we're at lap 98 here of this race.
22 minutes remaining. Emmanuel Hartnett did pit. So Gunther, McCurry, Sandoval now up into third.
Oh,
that's
Cody!
almost around.
The back end is
The
nose.
bumper
Oh,
of somebody, but only one.
Yeah, just one.
So we stay green. Merkel up to fourth.
I guarantee you, Blake, it will probably find a way to spin out next within the next like 3 laps. I'm calling it.
Ruthless, but also
Probably an accurate statement.
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now for the heck of it.
We're having fun with these guys, and me and Dylan have known Blake for a long time. So to anyone who's thinking that we're being biased here, hey, we're just having fun here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got to have fun in the booth here. If not,
oh yeah,
you're
exactly.
having a good time.
That's why I knew to reach out to you. Oh, Sandoval again sideways. Merkel down to the inside. And watch out at 24 on a mission.
Looks like I was wrong about Blake. He actually kept it straight, which is good.
so far.
For now. Poor bastard can't keep himself out of trouble there, but I'm telling you, though, he's driving with heart, though. That's all that counts.
Yeah, he is. All these guys are. That's how you keep it straight.
Right. But you know who's driving with true heart out there? Manuel Hartnett. Get it? Because his name is Hart. I know, it's cheesy.
That was pretty bold of you there, young man. And
well, one driver we haven't really talked about yet is the 96 there, Valisi Sandoval. He's silently snuck into the top 5, let alone 4th position, and he's trying to hold on for that position from Josh Mercurio there. Off turn 3 right now as Josh is literally just McIntyre again. Okay, so I was wrong with the driver who was going to spin out there. And what's worse is Matt is having the same issue like he had before, where the moment he's trying to turn around, everyone else is there.
He's just stuck. He's in a better spot this time.
I mean, that is true, but he's in a lose-lose. I mean, and what is
at this rate, I'd just take the toe.
I know, right? Oh no.
Oh, that's bad.
No.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
Anthony. Oh, there's gonna be some angry drivers on that one.
Ooh,
and I know who the driver will be. And and reckon again, Anthony Emmanuel Hartnett. And I think that will be a caution. Indeed, it is. And that's going to continue, but I guarantee you, Anthony's going to have a really good talk with him after the race, let alone right now, but oh boy.
Well, it is, as you said, with that situation that he was in earlier.
Yeah.
And just getting stuck.
Well, it looks like on lap 100 where the main thing happened, he just lost control off turn 4 and just got loose there off the corner. And when he tried to get it back around, he went up to the high line and he's trying to figure out how he's going to get down. Now, if you could tell with South Boston, like was mentioned from before, it is a very small short track. It is not big. So you have to really figure out what you got to do there. But I wouldn't blame what Andrew's saying. You may as well just toe, but I guarantee the toe wouldn't even be fun regardless. So
You
I
lose
I don't
several
I don't
laps.
I don't blame Matt for trying to do that, but it backfired horrifically.
Yeah, he may have thought that. Oh, there's the hit. He may
Yeah.
have thought that he could have turned it around enough that he could have made it to
Oh,
this opening on pit road.
that's what happened to Hartnett. It looks like Anthony probably wasn't paying attention. He just clicked the 83 there. So
See, since we're right here, I'll just rewind it. And oh, yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
I mean, now I get for Anthony being frustrated, but I guarantee you Hartnett's probably thinking, "The heck did I do?" I'm innocent in this.
There's gonna be some
Oh, whoa, what's going on here?
Oh my goodness,
What in the world just happened? What happened here? Oh, is there a stack up?
Dylan, you chose a great night to join the.
I know. I must have brought the Maverick Luck or something.
uh,
What even happened? Oh, Lacey's hit the 24.
oh, don't tell me.
And it caused the chain up.
And
It
Jack's
actually
catching up to the
blocked the
4,
whole
and
track. It blocked the whole track. Oh my word.
oh, that's pretty bad.
You know, as much as I hate to say this, but Maverick season may be over, but Maverick is still living on in this race.
That is no offense to Ben Snyder or Josh Mercurio. Just let's just say crap happens. I think that's what
Yeah,
we'll go with. Crap happens.
crap happens.
And crap has happened. 17 minutes
I mean,
remaining.
to be fair, in defense of Elise's there, I mean, just the same guy who's managed to blow every gear. So he's the only driver I know that could do that. If he could blow the reverse gear, then that tells you he's got some talent there.
Hey, I was in the booth with Blaine Donlon on TarnationTV when he was going backwards because that was the only gear he had, and then he lost that gear, as you said. So,
Try being
I
in the
mean,
race when that happened.
oh, were you in that?
Oh yeah, it was.
There was
That was fun.
there was so much going on there that
Oh yeah,
I just
it's
remember,
Maverick.
and I just remember it was Jack and Nick that were
Yeah.
going for that win.
And who's in the race right now? Jack and
J-
Nick.
Jack and Nick is the leader.
Actually, I think
Hartnett
we
second.
have to be careful when we say Jack and Nick, because if we're careful with how we say it, it sounds like it's a certain phrase, and I don't want
Uh,
to say it.
I didn't want to go there, but I was
Yeah, right.
definitely thinking it, and I'm glad you said it and not me. That's
I got you, Andrew. Don't worry.
this is Top Dragster After Dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right. Icky stuff going on. Meanwhile, though, Jack Merkel, ironic enough, here he goes trying to
God
get the
almighty.
position off of Nelson Rodrigo, and he's got it. Anthony McCurry's going to follow right behind him there, but Rodrigo, you can tell, is starting to slip a little bit there. And now Garland Oaks, Garland Oaks in 6-7 there is actually going to try to make a move for the 7th position, but it's going to tuck back in line right now.
How about Austin LaPlante up in 3rd place at 84? And
Ooh,
sticking with
man.
these two.
Jack Merkel. Woo.
And RJ blames you for this stream going off the wall.
Oh, it's not because of me, man. I'm telling you, it's not really the case. I'll tell you what, man. Jack Merkel must be hitting that intimidation button, man, because he is just kind of just bulldozing his way through, nudging some people. My word.
got by Cody Lamas.
Oh, man.
RJ still blames you, apparently.
I know, of course he would.
It's
I'll tell you what, though.
RJ. I'm just...
It is RJ. McCurry, he was trying to make a move on Cody Lamas, but man, Cody's been shutting the door on that 61. Just can't seem to get that move.
LaPlante just got out of the way of the 24.
Oh, wow. Meanwhile, Garland Oaks just lost position to Josh Mercurio. That's for the 8th position.
Mercurio has got to be like, come on. He's get me back up there somehow. RJ with the Jey Uso reference in the chat. Oh.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Or no yeet.
I think Josh Mercurio is no yeet right now.
Oh boy. Speaking of yeeting,
whoa,
Cody about yeeted off the
no, boys!
Gonna do it. Oh, multiple trucks.
That's not good.
And LaPlante is driving backwards.
He's Kyle Busching.
But he made it work though, so you know what? That's not bad.
That was a sick little piece of driving there from the 84.
Yeah. All right, Matt McIntyre, take notes.
The next time that I have you up here, it's definitely going to be a more like we gotta get out the whiskey or something.
Yeah, right. 2 shots of vodka. Dum, 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 dum.
2 shots of vodka pours in the whole frickin' thing.
Right.
It's like, what? That's a shot, right?
Yeah, from like if you're from Russia. That will live rent free in my head. I could always hear that, just no matter what. I just hear the women just saying that. 2 shots of vodka. Dum, dum.
I
Aren't
think
they
I
almost
think
hitting
a
the tire
few of
wall?
these drivers are gonna want some vodka after this race.
Yeah, I guarantee you the ones that are sticking out to mind would probably be Jack Merkel, Anthony McCurry, Blake Warren, Matt McIntyre. Those probably would be the first candidates there.
I would say so. I think Nick Gunther's probably been the only one that's been scot-free so far. But now that I've said that, I should not have said that out loud.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine.
There's a wood nightstand right next to me. I just knocked on it.
Uh-oh. Blake Warren
So,
probably needs a hug after how he's had this race.
Blake, the commentary booth is always open to you. We'll give you a hug. We'll give you a bottle of whiskey.
Take it too.
What, do you need one?
Oh no, I'm good. No, I meant for him.
Yeah, he needs something. The poor Dale Jr. car. Well, we got shaken up once again here, Dylan.
Oh,
83,
absolutely.
48, and 11. And then the 4 and the 24. Oh boy. For these final. Oh yeah, I should mention, we only have 11 minutes 45 seconds left. We're
Oh yeah,
getting down there.
absolutely. They are lined up double file though, and we're about to go back green flag. Manuel Hartnett, nice start. Let's see if he can hold on to the lead this time. And look who is up into second place, Joshua Cario here.
Back up
Wow.
into contention after everything that he just
Cody.
endured.
Cody lost it.
84. Don't.
And
There's
Garland.
a hit.
Oh,
My
Garland. Oh my
gosh.
word.
I don't mean to laugh, but that was quite the
look out,
acrobatic.
Cody. Garland, you may want to hurry, buddy. They're coming.
Keep it to the inside there. There you
all right,
go.
he did it.
Oh man, they're
All
keeping him green.
I guess.
Nope. No, they're not.
Nope. What I was gonna say is truck hit the wall that caused him to flip. So I mean, I don't know how that would work in that scenario, but I guess that did bring up the caution.
Yeah, it did. I mean, good lord, a truck went upside down.
Yeah, right. Well,
How
I
do you
can tell
not?
you what happened. Like Cody, he was on the high line. He went way to the high line. He definitely took the corner wrong and just couldn't hold on. That's definitely in the area where the marbles are, and Garland just tried to avoid it. He had nowhere to go, and I've actually never seen like where someone can make an impact and then slide up into the wall, and the wall can make it where they flip over in a track like that. But he just made it happen. So pretty
Yeah,
insane.
I've seen that once or twice with these guys just messing around in practice.
Oh yeah.
Usually
Now
outside of.
Garland is 1 lap down. However, Blake Warren right now is only 1 lap down because of all those free passes there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is good news for him. But for Matt McIntyre is 8 laps down, and he looks like he's about to commit seppuku right now with how he's been handling the car there, or the truck rather.
Oh, I'm so glad you joined in.
See that's what. Oh, I know. See, that's what happens. Whoever finishes last place, they need to get a bottle of whiskey and rum.
Whiskey,
Drink
rum,
this
vodka. Blake says he
everything.
wants to get up into the booth before this stream ends.
I mean, he could retire.
Yeah, Blake.
I mean, to be fair though, if he was like 10 laps down, I'd be like, yeah, man, go ahead and retire, just hop in here.
He's racing for
He is getting
positions, though.
slowly close to the lead lap, though.
And he is racing. He's racing.
Yep.
Oh, how did Hartnett fall a lap down?
Yeah, Hartnett's on pit road.
How did that happen?
Make a pit stop? Yeah, he
did, but
wait. Oh, it was an illegal pit stop. Oh, what a bonehead move.
oh man.
Hartnett was not paying attention to the rule book there, and yeah, he went down past the cones. Yeah, you cannot do that, and that's where he got penalized there.
Okay, I see. So that's what happens. Here we
And
go.
Jack Merkel, he is leading, and man, a rocket ship of a truck there.
Merkel is gone, but he's still got Mercurio, McCurry, and then Gunther's going to try to make up some ground here.
Mercurio, Mercury.
Oh, that was a lot of fun on Sunday night.
Oh,
Trust
truck in
me.
the
Oh, boy.
wall. Garland.
I think Garland also is going to need one of those bottles.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe mix it with the Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely. Dr. Pepper and vodka? Oh, boy. That sounds like a...
That actually doesn't sound too bad. 8 minutes remaining. We got to stay
Jack
objective
got
here.
a little wiggly there, but he kept together. One truck around. Oh, and Blake Warren.
Blake Warren, there's... I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
Blake Warren and Garland Oaks may have had some contact, but man, Blake, who was getting close to being back on the lead lap, but he's going to be in some trouble. He's going to have to bank on a caution to basically find a way to get out of trouble. But there's one problem for the 8 truck there. He's got 2 other trucks that are ahead of him, 1 lap down. And right now, it is showing that Emmanuel Harnett would be the lucky dog right now. He's right now in the mix with like the main pack with LaPlante, Lamas, and Rodrigo. So
61 nearly lost it in front of the 4. 60
that
was trying to defend that spot.
Yeah, that would have been big for Hartnett right there, I'm telling you. We're at
Merkel.
148 on the lap right now, actually 139 rather, and you're getting closer and closer to that finishing the race there. But Jack Merkel, ever since he took that lead, no one has come close there, and here he comes to Blake Ward, who's now 2 laps down.
And 7 minutes remaining, just under 7 minutes now.
Well,
Mercurio is trying everything he can.
Anthony Curry probably just had some Vietnam flashbacks right there, because the 8 truck was right there. He had to wisely just arc it low as the 8 was moving up, and he wisely backed off there. So, I mean, he's already gotten into Matt McIntyre earlier on, and now it's like he's seen the 8. He just did not want to deal with the lap truck ever again. And oh God, Blake Wharton's trying to pull the.
He just chastained it. I think he's I think he's ready for oh goodness.
Yeah, he's racing like the inbred Chastain out there right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's trying to wall ride to see if he can find something, but I don't know anymore. I guarantee you that truck has been really beat up tonight.
Yeah, I think he's just done.
Yeah.
But we're 6 minutes to go.
Oh, man.
Merkel is pulling away. Hoping for no caution, although LaPlante. Whatever happened there.
Yeah, see, I think Blake's about ready to commit seppuku. He's going to join the booth in like the next 5 minutes. I guarantee you that.
We got 5 minutes left, so... Jack Merkel, though, looking to remain the only multi-time winner this season and do it with 3 wins.
He's going to get around Matt McIntyre. Matt wisely goes to the high line there.
Oh no!
Over Ward. I think that's the yellow, and look out. And I think that will be the end of it. I think.
Well, no, we are definitely into overtime here at this point. I mean, we've got plenty of laps.
Yeah, he's limping across. I think he's done, yeah, because... Oh, or nope, he's in the gas. Okay, never mind. Come on, Blake, you can finish the race. You got it.
Oh, my goodness gracious. This has been something.
Oh, and he's out of it. All right, looks like we're going to have a 3-man booth. So I'm going to say this real quick. He drove like an inbred out there. All right, now
let's not go there.
Well, that was one hell of an experience.
Hi there.
Good Lord.
Hi.
Someone tried to pull some Ross Chastain out of there behind there, huh?
You know what? You just hit a point where the insanity just follows and you just give up. And very much there.
See, we're looking at the replay, and he pulled the Martin Truex Jr. from way back in the heyday riding the wall there. That was actually really cool, though.
No, it was not. That was terrifying.
Well,
but you stuck the landing, though, so you're fine.
Stuck the landing and almost killed everyone.
I think from what we were just saying, though, would you like some whiskey?
You know what? I would if my liver no longer agreed with alcohol.
That's perfectly fair.
Matt McIntyre's going down pit road right now. Looks like the leaders are about ready to take the green flag as we're on lap. Here we're on lap 148 of 200. I
think we're
think
still
so.
getting lined up here.
Yeah,
So
I think we're getting lined up. So we're gonna do one more lap around.
So we're still going to be in regulation. We'll see if anyone's going to have anything for the 24 here on this restart. Is going to be the question.
How much time do you have left right now?
3.5 minutes.
So in 3.5 minutes, what will happen?
Real quick, just to speak of my night, I don't usually enjoy short tracks. I kept trying to rally back. Obviously, rallying back got me in more trouble, so here we are.
Well, you almost got back on the lead lap there, so I have to give credit where it's due there.
Yeah, but I also needed to avoid becoming the caution or an incident myself, and once that happened, we're green flag.
Yep. Relatable, Blake. Very, very relatable.
Green flag is out. Merkel has gotten ahead of Mercurio. 61 has gotten ahead of the 4. So now it's just
the
going
big
to be a
question
matter
is
of...
going to be if anyone's going to stop Jack Merkel. Like,
that may stop it.
The plant gets into him. Look out!
Sandoval hit
by the bring out a yellow.
Matt
don't know if it will. Still having an issue trying to get around from him there. Oh no! At least he's went around again.
He held on to it.
They're not slowing down, so I think the green stays.
Still green here.
Still green.
And the 24 is gone.
Yeah, I guarantee you, once Jack got that lead, man, no one's going to have a chance from there. I thought it would be Nick, but he just does not have that truck to just get up to the 24. I mean, you see now the 24 has been running throughout this race. He's been arcing it low. He is really pushing that truck out there. And it's like we're watching a throwback Jack Merkel from back in the day. It's great to see him actually be in the swarm again.
Oh, yeah. Ever since he's gotten back into the fray of things here, he has not missed a beat anywhere that he goes.
No,
that's why he's looking to become the 3-time winner this season.
Oh, and I'll say this too about Jack. You look at how his week has gone thus far. He missed out on winning the Martinsville race earlier in the week on Sunday. And here we are at South Boston, and it looks like he's going to be able to get it done.
Yeah, how about redemption
some vengeance there?
Minute and a half to go.
At least he's now one lap down. Cars on the lead lap. Next car that could be on the chopping block in danger, Austin LaPlante in the 84.
And McIntyre coming up here. We have officially at 157 on the lap counter. And Merkel gets by there, no problem. So the battle's pretty much on for third. I'll tell you someone who's probably hoping that Nick Gunther doesn't make up any more ground, and that's probably Sandoval. Because originally he had the point lead, but now Gunther has it. So Gunther
Sandoval right now is working past the 738 there, but he's trying to do what he can to, hope for the best there. And battle for second, McCurry and Mercurio.
That's a familiar sight. Oh, man, yeah, right. 11 may have gotten too low there.
Hang on, Anthony. Wow, he got a little slick there off the corner.
These guys are battling hard.
Now we're having a 3-horse battle for the runner-up spot. All with the lap truck in the way. Get out of the way, 96. Woo!
And he does so. Credit to him. Merkel is way gone. 20 seconds remaining.
Compared to half the Maverick drivers out there. I had to. The opportunity was there.
This has been his stream of all time. I could definitely say that much.
Oh, absolutely.
Boy, Mercurio is having a whale of a time here.
4, 3, 2. He's going to have to do another lap. There we go. There's the bell.
There we are.
Yep. I'll tell you what, though.
It's just reset. That's kind of funny.
Mercurio is trying to hold on from Mercurio, but...
Oh. Jack Merkel comes across the line. Jack Merkel wins.
Fell out.
And Mercurio will hold on to second. Actually, yeah, I think that was a white flag.
Oh, my.
You're just
now he wins.
And Jack Merkel going to win it here. This has been a stream of all time. Oh goodness.
He hit the wall and hangs on to third. Oh, and Hartnett just plowed the heck out of the 96. And someone wanted to give him some sloppy toppy. And oh my God, Cody Lamas.
What did you just say?
You know how they say the Bowman Gray is the madhouse? This was the madhouse tonight.
Yeah, right. That was something.
It was.
That was something. There's oh my God.
Oh, and Hartnett. What is going on? Well, as Jack Merkel is going to celebrate the victory there, and at least he's probably one to hope they didn't lose the point lead there. Jack Merkel's going to burn it down there.
Now, Nick Gunther will extend his point lead with a 4th place finish. Burn down here for the 24. 3-time winner in these 7 races. You got to think that if he's going to stick it out here for the long haul,
good Lord.
and that just sums it up right there.
Oh,
He's
Jack's
stuck.
going to lean on the wall in style. Look at that.
You're going to try to get him back on.
Don't ruin the moment, Elise's. Come on now.
Oh, my. Well.
Well, then.
Oh, that's a very familiar sight.
This was officially Top Dragster After Dark. No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
So,
and just to quickly go over your results real quick here, Jack Merkel's got to get the victory here tonight. Elisa Sandoval gets second.
those aren't legit. I would ignore that.
Because Elise's had to cheat his way to get up there. Joshua Mercurio got second. Ethan McCurry got third. And Nick Gunther got fourth out of all that. I'll tell you, those three were having a really good battle at the end. If there was about a few more laps, they probably could have really made a battle for that, finishing out the podium there. That would have been a really good battle to see there.
Yeah, it would have been something. But credit to Mercurio, though, for holding off those guys. I mean, honestly, sure, we're kind of hamming it up right now, and that's okay. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you got to give credit to Merkel after rallying back after that issue with Mercurio. And Mercurio, I mean, good Lord, the 2 guys that were involved in that incident finished first and second.
I know, that's the crazy part about it, but that's just, it is what it is. Tonight's big loser is Blake Ward. Unfortunately, he's dead last. He commits seppuku tonight. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
If I may go through the finishing order,
Jack
Merkel is your winner. Joshua Mercurio finishes second. Anthony Mercury finishes third. Nick Gunther fourth. Cody Lamas fifth. Alison Rodrigo sixth. Emmanuel Hartnett seventh. Austin LaPlante eighth. Ulysses Sandoval ninth, 1 lap down. Garland Oates 10th, 1 lap down. Matt McIntyre 11th, 10 laps down. And Blake Warren 12th, 20 laps down.
That is depressing.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I love the time when I joined it. It felt like a Maverick race.
User joined your channel.
I know, it was a good time though, for sure. But
speaking of Maverick moments,
we'll see.
We have the winner of the race, and we have Anthony McCurry that are here. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us there.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll start with Anthony. You got me.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, third place once again. Second time actually in a row now that I've interviewed you finishing third place in at a short track. I mean, there's no denying that race was something, but no, at the end of the day, you had to hold off the 4. You're trying to get by the 11 there. That was definitely a hard fought race there for those final 2 stints. And yeah, you were trying to attack and defend. I'm sure that had to have been something.
Yeah, that was really it was really different because Josh was a lot slower, but on the inside he was able to park it in the middle of the turn. Was able to, you can't get the drive off, so he'd just walk away. And then Nick behind, every time that we would check up, he would catch up. So it was like, what do you do now? Do you go? So it was really fun. The track felt really fun, really good to drive on, and yeah, it was honestly, it was a really fun race.
Anthony, I have to say, man, every time you were trying to pass some cars, you were catching up to some lap traffic. And I know you had some Vietnam flashbacks when you seen Matt McIntyre out there, but I hope you guys are cool right now between you two. Hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Oh, no, it was fine. This track is so small that whenever somebody, he couldn't get off the wall, and I think he thought he could make it onto the pit road, and
User joined your channel.
just kind of, I guess he mistimed, or didn't mistime it, but he misjudged how much his steering lock went, and he couldn't make it to the gap. But when you're in a track this small, you kind of expect there to be some kind of stack up when the slower car spinning can't get, especially when we don't throw yellow for a slower car. But it was all good. Didn't really slow down the truck much, and if anything, it made it rotate more in the turn. I just wish I could have used the rotation towards the end of the race, but it's all good.
Oh man, that's understandable and relatable. Trust me, because it looks like a very fun track, but also it can be very difficult with how narrow the track length is and whatnot.
It's almost like a street circuit where
away.
the road's so thin that any mistake sends you into a wall.
Like Bristol and Martinsville in a way, but just combined together.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. But no, hey, I mean, at the end of the day, you put it where you needed to at the end. As yeah, we got a few folks in chat there. Good to see everyone there, including Ember. I don't think I've seen you in chat before, but and welcome to everyone there. But to Anthony, a great finish, man. If you want to give any closing thoughts or shout outs, have at it.
Yeah, I want to thank Fortnite Squad Racing, Celsius, Abruzzi. Go to abruzzi.co.uk to get all your sim racing needs. And you guys for broadcasting again, and Josh for hosting the race. It was super fun, and congratulations, Jack, for winning.
Right on. You have yourself a good one, my friend, and a great finish.
You too. Thanks, guys.
I'm actually going to go ahead and talk to our race winner next. Jack is in
User
here.
left your
You hear me,
channel.
man?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Right on, man. Golly, it seemed like you and the four had the trucks to beat, but ultimately, once you got that track position back, you never looked back. Those last two stints, you just put on a master class. You were somehow able to master just how to get that thing to turn somehow. Because I can attest it was a tough track to drive. I guess kind of give me an idea of what how you were able to get the truck to turn so well, able to run those sub 15-second lap times so consistently.
I mean, I guess the main thing was in practice and in qualifying. I found that I think everybody was using third gear. I switched to using fourth, and it seemed like I could go a little bit faster. But in the race, it was opposite. I was quicker in third than I was in fourth. I think just diving it off into the corner and stabbing the brake a little bit to get the rear end to kick out, and you could just drive right up out of the corner. I knew once getting held up behind everybody, you kind of have to go as fast as they can. It's just kind of a single file thing, and I knew once I got out to the lead that I could extend it, and probably nobody would catch me.
Jack, it feels like every time I watch you race, man, you're hitting a step back in time, man. Like all those dive bombs, all those moves you're making, it's just I can't believe in my own eyes. If there's one thing you gotta say, like after the race, what's been the secret to that? Like I gotta hear it, man, because for whatever reason, man, especially ever since you've came back to racing, it feels like I'm watching a throwback Jack Merkel. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of drive like an asshole on the track, and some people either move or they don't, and then there's a problem.
Oh yeah,
You
That about
just kind
sums
of
up
got
the
to do what you
stream.
do.
I know, and you definitely had a very powerful car because even when you were not leading, you definitely had the better opportunity to dive it into the corners a lot more. And once I seen you up in front, I knew, yeah, there's no one's gonna catch him now. He's got it in the bag.
Yeah, that's kind of what sucked about being behind people is I knew that the way I was faster than everybody was I could dive it off into the corner faster than everybody and just have the same run off the corner. So being behind them, I couldn't dive it in like I to be fast. So I was just at the same speed they were riding behind them.
Well, you definitely deserve that win out there, man. You had one powerful truck, and it really mattered at the very most there. Congratulations on getting that win, third of the year.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I made it from Martinsville 3 days ago when I dominated the race and got screwed on a late rate restart.
Yeah, Andrew was mentioning that in the stream. He goes, "Yeah, this is better after what happened in Martinsville." There, like,
Yeah,
oh
God.
boy.
You
Well,
got some
congratulations
redemption.
on the win there.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, congrats, man. I'll let you have the floor for any closing thoughts or shout outs. Have at it.
Just shout out to Fortnite Squad Racing. DuPont for giving me a good card. Took that 24 back to the victory lane. Hopefully I can do so next week, and hopefully I can take this to my first championship here in NNSCRA.
That'd be awesome, man. We'll be keeping an eye out for you. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Oh, for sure. Thank you.
And then we'll talk to Josh
User
Mercurio.
disconnected from your channel.
Second place finish. You got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man. I saved you for last because I mean, yeah, second place going to be great for you. As an admin, though, I'm sure that there's a lot going on up in your head there. But from the on track perspective, for you, being able to come back from that spin and coming back up to second, I'm sure there's at least got to be a bit of happiness there.
Yeah, I can't remember where I was running. I think it was about second. I was in between Nick and Jack there, first on brand new tires, and Jack just got into the back of me and backed it into the fence, and it was kind of stuck there. Ended up a lap down, so to come back, have a pretty good point stay. It's pretty great after that. I was kind of hoping I was gonna be able to get back to Jack there, maybe give him some payback at the end of the race, but I just didn't have enough speed in the truck. Couldn't dive it in there as great as Jack can. I'll tell you, it's because took some rear end damage, didn't have the downforce on the rear end. But he's also just a great short track racer. So when he's not wrecking me, he's pretty fast.
I mean, that is very true there. Josh, the one thing I will say, when I got to see your race, man, it's just, you knew you have to be very patient. It was very brake friendly and whatnot. And I'm telling you, and we heard it earlier from our third place driver, Anthony McCurry, basically saying that, man, just it's hard to pass at times when everyone's wanting to go in certain positions there. But it's like you said, though, you kind of just knew how to run the low line very well. If you wanted to give advice to anyone who's never raced at South Boston, what would be your advice to give them there?
Yeah, with any short track, if you're having trouble, I'll just tell you just slow it down. It's all about the speed you carry through the corner, and so I really loved running like right up against the inside wall there, getting the right side tires below the yellow line. I feel like I could hold a lot of speed down there, and so that was fun. I don't think it was faster, but it did feel good, and nobody can go lower than you when you're already against the wall. So.
Oh, that's true. So it's unbelievable how you were managing to perform out there too. And I'll tell you the funny thing too is before the clock was running down, you, Anthony, and Nick all had a 3-truck battle at the very end. And I thought, man, if there's a couple more laps, man, shenanigans was about to go down there. But
Oh yeah,
man, you
definitely.
guys are going crazy there.
Well, I was definitely struggling, and I know Anthony had a lot of speed, and so I was just covering the bottom as much as I could. I remember one time, like maybe being a lane and a half off the wall, just making sure that that lane was blocked off. So, both of those guys are really fast, and so when you see the 61 in your rear view, it's not always a a good thing. So.
So, but hey, you had a good truck. You got yourself a second place. Can't be too mad about that at all. That's a hell of a job there.
Yeah, definitely not. Just trying to make up ground a couple points at a time. Want to steal that blue spoiler from Nick. Hopefully make it two-peat on the repeat on the championship here. So.
We'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that. Shout outs and closing thoughts are all yours. You may have the floor, my friend.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody that raced today. It's definitely a tough track. I was expecting, either we were gonna go green the whole time and it was gonna be amazing, or we were gonna, have a couple cautions here and there. But I think overall we did really well. I want to give a shout out to the Fortnite Squad Racing guys. I don't, I don't know all their names, or I can't bring them off the top of my head. But they're all
Wow.
great, and we race. I think there's this guy named Dylan Old or something like that.
Dylan
Yeah,
Old.
I heard he's a big head case out there.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I just found that out tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. NNSCRA, where we race, I think 3 days a week at this point. And then we also race together a whole bunch of leagues all over NR2003. Oh man, there's got to be another shout out that I forgot. Anyway, we're doing a road course next week. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, was that Simmons Plains, I believe?
Yeah, we're going down under. It's a really short road course. So it should be a whole bunch of traffic, which I know that Nick Gunther will make his head explode. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun week. Yeah.
Well, you heard it from Josh there. Josh Mercurio, second place finish. Definitely did a hell of a job out there. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, Dylan.
Dylan Young has hijacked my stream.
I know. I am perfect at the role.
Oh,
It feels
man.
like the days of before when I did NR offline and all that.
This stream was about as chaotic as that race was. And
Oh,
but I had fun doing it. Blake, it was cool to have you up here again, man, dude. If there is ever a race that you don't want to do, I was just thinking to myself, like, man, those IMRC races that you and I called, so much fun, and it would be cool to have you up here again.
Yeah, I honestly think that going down under would probably be as about of a good of a time for me as tonight's race was. So maybe I will take you up on that offer, just to save everyone on the headache of my driving style, so or lack thereof.
Have a bottle of whiskey for you there, my friend, before you get in the booth.
I'll say this much: Neil Bonnet did this a hell of a lot better than I did. Like at least he got to have an amazing crash and then go up to the booth. I did what I did. I don't.
Well,
I
you flipped
turtled.
once. I'd
I
say that
turned
was
into
pretty
a
incredible.
turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that we all had a good time here, but we'll get back to basics here. We've got Daytona for the Budweiser Pro Series coming up this Sunday. We'll see you guys for Simmons Plains Road Course Racing next Tuesday, and then the following Sunday after that, Talladega Nights. First time streaming those guys. I am very excited for that one. So some
Wait a
cool stuff
second.
coming up for everyone.
Budweiser All Pro Series, you said is going to Daytona this Sunday?
Yes.
This Sunday.
Yes, their championship playoff cutoff race, I should say.
I had to do it like that just for the giggles. This
Yeah,
Sunday.
Dylan old. Anyways,
I know.
I
F
think
you,
we are
Baltimore.
going to conclude this very drunk yet not drunk stream now. Thank you to those that did tune in. Congrats once again to Jack Merkel. Third win out of his 4 starts. Absolutely incredible.
Dude's been a
But
baller, man. I'm telling you.
he's been on fire. We'll see if he can bring it to the road course. Down under. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. We'll
F
see it.
you,
We'll make it happen.
Baltimore. I
On
can't
that
remember the rest of the meme, but it's there and loud and proud. That's right. Bring your wife. We'll get her too.
You better answer that phone.
Oh no.
I will say to everyone here,